Good morning and welcome, everyone. My name is Brian Ford. I'm one of the Atlas High School faculty, and today it is my honor to serve as the MC for the Atlas 2025 high school graduation. To start, I'd like to introduce our CEO, Brittany Stroh.
Please join me in welcoming the class of 2025. Welcome, students, staff, family, and friends to Atlas High School's graduation ceremony celebrating the class of 2025. We are grateful you're all here to join us. It is my honor today, as a CEO, to open the ceremony and begin the graduation activities. Bienvenidos a todos los estudiantes, empleados, familias y amigos de Atlas a la graduación celebrando la clase de 2025. Estamos felicidades de que todos ustedes se unan a nosotros aquí hoy. Es un honor para mí, como directora, para abrir la ceremonia y comenzar las actividades de graduación. Si lo desea, puede escanear el código en su programa para leer en español los discursos de presentadores. Today, you will have the opportunity to hear from our school leadership, a faculty member, a board member, and students about their journey as part of the class of 2025 to this very moment. It is the marker of many years of hard work and dedication. For some of our students, this journey began at Atlas Middle School when they were much smaller and members of our 5th and 6th grade classes. To reflect on this journey, you've been recognized with the gift of a special green cord. If you joined Atlas as a 5th or 6th grade student, please stand. Remain standing for just one moment. You embarked on what would become an incredible adventure for you and your classmates, filled with excitement, challenges, accomplishments, and much more. A lot has changed over the years, but one thing remains the same. The students who started with us in the middle school, your classmates who joined along the way, were working towards one thing: their own success on their postgraduate path. So before we move on to the remaining activities of today's ceremony, I want you who are standing and those in your class to reflect for a moment. This is something that I asked our very first graduating class in 2017 to do, and I love asking each and every class to do each year. Reflect for a moment on your journey, on how you arrived to where you are today. The hard work, the struggles, the exciting moments, and at times, the disappointment. But most importantly, reflect on the relationships you formed and the people who have supported you along the way. Because you may have done a lot of the work, but you were never alone. It might have been a mother, a father, a grandparent, an uncle and aunt, a sibling, a friend, or even a teacher, who pushed you, challenged you, caught you when you fell, and held you when you succeeded. They may have felt like your biggest fan at times, or your biggest pain in the side, but their words of advice were what you need to hear, even if you didn't want to hear it at that moment. So take this moment to silently thank them. And if they are here today, please turn around and wave and say hi. Others may stand and do so as well. You may sit. Graduates, I tell you this today, like I have told all of our graduating classes before you, in hope that you will recognize that while your success in life will greatly depend on the choices you make, the work you put in, and the attitude you put forth, your success will also greatly depend on the relationships you form and the people who support you along the way. For it is those relationships and people who will carry you through the tough times, celebrate with you in the good times, and accept you for who you are. So please do not forget that you are not alone. And always remember, Atlas is here for you. You may get a few phone calls from Ms. Sear and other post-secondary people. Please take those in future years. But your teachers, the staff members at Atlas are here to support you because we exist as an organization to support your success. So just remember that as we arrive at this moment right now at your high school graduation, it is not simply the end of something, but rather the beginning of many, many great things to become. And we want to see you be successful. So let's have the festivities begin.
Next, I'd like to call to the stage our principal, Mr. Chris Novak.
Good morning. My name is Chris Novak, and I am the high school principal. Before I begin, let me first acknowledge that graduation is an event made possible by the collective efforts of everyone in this room. Parents, aunts, uncles, siblings, friends who've become like family, and the entire Atlas staff. Thank you to all for the support you've offered these soon-to-be former students that have helped them reach this milestone. Now, you all have heard me say this before, but the class of 2025 at Atlas High School arrived to us 4 years ago with more acclaim and tales from middle school teachers of how strong they were than any we had welcomed before. For the veterans amongst us, these often cautionary appraisals are generally regarded with a rather enormous grain of salt, due mostly to how often these reputations saying the opposite have also proven unearned. Quickly, however, we all saw that in this singular case, the Atlas class of 2025, even as first semester ninth graders, were a joy to welcome to our building. But what was missing in this extremely positive initial impression was a characteristic that is now readily apparent to all of your teachers. And it's what has moved your class collectively from they're a really good group to this class is special. It is also what I'm calling on each of you today to carry forth from Atlas into your next communities, as it is something our city, our state, and our world desperately needs more of. Because what we were missing in our incomplete initial read was more important than any amount of foundational academic skill. It was how much you all care about each other, your kindness and acceptance of each other. This is what sets the class of 2025 apart and pushes you to all-timer status. From top to bottom, left to right, no matter the classes you've taken, the lunch tables you've sit at, the quirks each of you possess, or any other normalized social separating force, you have nearly always been good to each other. You respect and collectively allow each other to be authentically yourselves, and your friendships cross traditional high school social boundaries in ways most of us have not seen before. Plain and simple, this class is the kindest, most accepting, and most community-oriented of any we've had before, and it has been on display in your classes, on field trips, on barbecues and skating rinks at hot springs, etc., for 4 very delightful years. And because graduation is also a day to acknowledge and give thanks to those who've helped support us along the way, I feel it is also important to highlight the foundation that Atlas has provided you, one on which you've built this culture of togetherness and kindness. It is what I love about our school more than anything else, the true community feeling we build together with our students over the years that they are with us. Starting with your advisors and extending through classrooms, hallways, and onto courts and fields, Atlas is a place where we work hard to ensure everyone feels seen and connected. This manifests each day as you walk into our building and Miss Roma greets you with, "Good morning, puppy," right? And follows you throughout the day as Carlos or Andre trot you up in the halls, Mr. Walton daps you up in passing, Rosie or Dawn calls you by name in the lunch line, and your teachers. Oh, your teachers. They've spent years getting to know you, your family, your values, your goals, and your life. We are a community school for so many reasons, but none more than what is implied in that last line. In a community, more than anything else, people are seen on their good days, their bad days, and every day in between. People notice when your chair sits empty, when your energy feels different, or when you are struggling and you need a hand. In a community, you are invited, included, respected, valued, and you are stronger together. As a class community, you've tackled dozens of finals, AP exams, and planned joyful and beautifully decorated disco proms and homecoming dances, flawlessly executed numerous food truck Fridays, and had a really joyful, by all accounts, senior skip day at Lake Pueblo. Put simply, while I might abstractly love the general Atlas community spirit, which has defined this place for 12 years now, you all have exemplified it better than any who've come before you. With all of this in mind, my message to you today is this: community makes you stronger, and it's what our world desperately needs more of. Each of you arrived at Atlas however many years ago, defined purely by your individual contexts. Yet over the years, your backgrounds, beliefs, and unique lived experiences have come together with the people you sit alongside right now and have given rise to something greater. You have helped classmates when they've struggled, and you've let yourself be helped in return. Therein lies the power of what I'm describing. Today, you are about to walk across this stage and gather your diploma, and to some extent or another, put this very specific community into your life's rearview mirror. But while the memories and connections you've built at Atlas will remain, the challenges you face and the way you each experience new growth will look radically different. Many of you will scatter today, and in the next few months move into college dorm rooms, start new jobs, or join military bases located across this state and country. Your job now is to take everything you've learned at Atlas and put down new roots wherever you're planted. Seek out positive people in this process and find those in your new communities who reflect the best of what we've offered you here. The tough love of Mr. LaForge and Mr. Jackson, the kindness and warmth of Mr. Gregg, Ms. Sharp, Ms. Isabel, Ms. Wright, and Mr. Ford, the sage wisdom of Mr. Cady, the belief in your limitless potential and commitment to walking alongside you as you reach for it, as offered by Mr. Gilbert, Ms. Ruvalcaba, and Ms. Sear. The relentless support as you deal with life's challenges as gifted you by Mr. Walton, Ms. Martin, Ms. Sapphire, and Ms. Geneva. Finding new people who offer each of you these values to your life will ensure that all the growth you've experienced in our building over the last 4 years will continue, and you will be stronger for it. Always remember to ask for help when you need it, as successful people always will. Similarly, always help others when they need you in return. Continue to support one another in challenges, moments of joy, and pursuits of self-improvement. Above all else, continue investing kindness and acceptance into our world. We at Atlas will always be here for you should you need us. And believe me when I say that I wish nothing but the very best for each of you graduating today. Congratulations to you, Atlas Class of 2025.
Buenos días a todos, soy el señor Osuga, subdirector de la high school. Como un pequeño recordatorio, en los siguientes discursos, si usted quiere darle seguimiento en español, por favor escanee el código que está al reverso de su programa. And for the English speaking folks, if you would like to follow up some of the speeches next that will be parts of them in Spanish, please follow along with the QR code on the backside of your program. Thank you. Let's continue.
And now, we're going to move toward presenting the REACH Awards. These awards are given to a senior chosen by staff who is believed to embody each of these values the most. This year's selection was extremely competitive, which is nothing but a great sign that this year's class is filled with truly remarkable people. For the first award, Respect, I'd like to invite Mr. Gilbert to present the award.
The 5 REACH values we are about to discuss are all important in their own ways. Just as the 5 students we are about to honor for winning the REACH Awards are all impressive in their own ways. However, if you were to survey the teachers at Atlas, or perhaps anywhere else, about the one REACH value that means most to them on a daily basis, the one that they are most grateful for from students who show it, I would venture to guess they would choose respect. It's not just because it makes our lives easier, although that is certainly part of it. I think what makes respect so meaningful to us is that it's rooted in something essential to being a generally decent human being, and that is kindness. Respect is an inherently selfless virtue, while many other values revolve around the self. In my Principles of Statistics class this year, we had quite the cast of characters. I don't think I've ever encountered such an expansive range of REACH values, or lack thereof, in the same classroom. That is probably why the student winning the award for respect here today always stood out as such a breath of fresh air. not only in that class, but also wherever they went and with whomever they met throughout their 4 years in high school. To this day, this student can always be counted on for a sincere smile and thoughtful greeting, regardless of who they're around or how they're feeling. In a world where we are increasingly disconnected by screens, headphones, and 1,000 other distractions, there's real power and beauty in the ability to warmly, honestly engage with another person, even if only in the simplest of ways or for the briefest of moments. These good-hearted tendencies make this student a positive role model for us all and an inspiring reminder of how we should all be treating each other every day. That's why I think we can all agree that the Award for Respect in the Atlas High School class of 2025 should be presented to Max Powell. And now to present the award for excellence, me again. As teachers, we've all had noteworthy students. We've all had hardworking students, respectful students, and highly intelligent students. Many of us have had the pleasure of teaching exceptional students that combine those qualities in increasing magnitudes. And some of us have been lucky enough to teach the rare student that possesses them all in uncommon abundance. It's always a joy to teach such a student. Beyond all that, though, there's the most rare and extraordinary student of all, the one that a teacher might encounter once in an entire career, who is somehow, simultaneously, the most insatiably curious, diligent, kind, humble, and brilliant scholar they've ever encountered. For all of high school, I've been this student's advisor. And since he emerged from our middle school, he's been the talk of the campus due to his preternatural academic abilities. After handing him a progress report every week for the last 4 years, I've rarely seen a grade below 100%. And we've had to restructure our entire math pathway in the high school to accommodate his gifts. Since we knew he'd probably be understimulated in even the most accelerated math classes we offered, we created an avenue where he could complete pre-calculus as a sophomore. Each week, he would show me his progress, and it was the most thorough, thoughtful, meticulous work I'd ever seen. After effortlessly acing every assessment in that course, he easily earned a 5 on the AP Calculus AB exam as a junior, and now he's most likely done the same thing after teaching himself both AP Calculus BC and AP Statistics. During his junior year, this student was chosen to participate in the extremely prestigious U.S. Senate Page program. Of all the most driven high school students in the country, only 30 were selected for the honor, so we were thrilled for him when he was given the opportunity. As usual, though, he managed to exceed our expectations even in that role, as he received the awards for both mathematics and science at the end of the program. He beat out every other student in the program, despite the fact that they likely had benefited from privileges to which this student never had access. When he received the award in the United States Senate chamber, his teacher eloquently summarized his embodiment of excellence. In her quote, I'll replace his name with his pronouns, even though I'm sure by now most of you know exactly who I'm talking about. She said, "This student's careful verbal and written explanations of his work help his classmates to learn, and even helped many of his peers shed some of their anxiety about mathematics. When you walk into a room and see one of his solutions written on the whiteboard, regardless of your affinity for the discipline, I think everyone here would appreciate the art that he's created, the physical beauty in what he's written. To complement this attention to detail, he exudes a generosity of spirit, a kindness, a warmth. When he answers questions or works with others who may still be learning a concept, he does not share ideas or knowledge to seek out accolades or to demonstrate superiority. Rather, he shares his gifts and his time to help and to teach." End quote. She hit the nail on the head. I know I'm only supposed to talk about excellence here, but the fact that this student epitomizes that trait is not the part of him that impresses me the most. I've seen many brilliant math students over the 20 years that I've been teaching, and most of those were highly motivated. However, very few of those students were so selfless that they would sacrifice their own work time to circulate the classroom and help their peers. Very few of them were so kind that they would ask teachers all about their weekends and times off school. Very few of them wrote teachers letters of gratitude. Even fewer overlooked my careless mistakes during class when they clearly knew I was wrong. These are the traits that, to me, separate this student from so many other bright, ambitious ones. I truly believe that if given the choice, he'd rather sacrifice his own success for that of a friend. And that is the most admirable trait a person could possibly possess. This is a one-in-a-generation kind of student. I've never seen anything like him. And now it's time for him to amaze countless other people as he heads to the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, one of the best universities in the world, on a full-ride scholarship. I'm looking forward to the day when he inevitably makes a powerful impact on the world, and I can proudly say, one time I got to teach that guy. Please welcome to the stage the one and only Alan Ventura. And now to present the award for curiosity, I think it's David Walton, right? Or authenticity, David Walton.
Good morning. Oh man, good morning. There we go, my people in the back hear me. Buenos dias, good morning. Okay, we turning up. Today I have the honor of presenting a very special award. An award that goes beyond grades, beyond accolades, and even beyond talent. The Authenticity Award is about something deeper. It's about the courage to be real in a world that often asks us to be anything but. High school isn't always an easy place to be yourself. It's a time when pressure, comparison, expectations, all these things can push us to hide who we truly are, but not this student. I've had the pleasure of knowing this graduate since 6th grade, and I can assure you that he's walked a path that has not been easy. One that is marked with challenges that will cause many to retreat, blend in, or shut down. But through every obstacle, he chose something braver. He chose honesty. He chose to show up as himself every single day. Whether it was his endless kindness or curiosity, or his ability to talk to anyone about anything, or simply his refusal to pretend to be someone he's not. This student reminded us all of what real strength looks like, and not the loud kind, the quiet, steady kind that keeps going, keeps caring, keeps showing up, and keeps being true no matter what. Today we celebrate not just what this student has overcome and accomplished, but who they've become because of it. Someone authentic, courageous, and deeply inspiring. Please join me in honoring this year's Authenticity Award recipient, my guy, Isaac Padilla.
tall people. The C in REACH stands for curiosity. I'd like to call to the stage Mr. Martinez for the presentation of this award.
Hello, everyone. I'm honored to present the award to this student for curiosity. This is a student who I have known for almost 3 years, and I've taught them for 2 of those years. In this time, this student was never scared to ask questions, not just about the subject that I taught them, but about life. When some students are given simple answers to their questions, they are satisfied. But this student would not settle for simple answers. And as any of their teachers or coaches would agree, when the student isn't satisfied with an answer, they look at you with squinted eyes, furrowed brows, and maybe a slight head turn. Even after teaching them, they would bring back past conversations, even though it meant going out of their way with a, "Mister, what do you think about this? Mister, how do you feel about this?" This student shows curiosity through their observations of what's going on around them, past their own personal bubble. They have open eyes and ears and carry a sense of wonder with them. This student shows curiosity through stepping outside their comfort zone and wondering what they can and cannot do. This student has been one of the best athletes for their respective sports for the time that they've been at Atlas, while taking some of the most difficult classes, all in the goal of exploring what they can and cannot do. This student remains curious of the future and through constantly pushing themselves in all realms of lives, both physically and mentally. They know what they are both weak and strong at. The first step of getting better at something. I know they will bring this curious nature with them as they attend college next year. So it's with immense pleasure, I present the REACH Award for Curiosity to Ms. Shay Duran. Let's go, Shay. And I'd like to welcome Ms. Carla for the final award for hard work.
Hello, good morning. My name is Ms. Rubalcaba. I'm going to be giving this speech in Spanish because I believe it will give more impact on this student and this student's family. Voy a dar este discurso en español. Buenos días, soy la profesora Rubalcaba, porque creo que va a crear un poco de mejor impacto en el estudiante y la familia del estudiante. Hoy tengo el honor de hablar sobre un estudiante cuya historia representa lo que significa luchar, esforzarse y nunca rendirse. Este estudiante llegó a este país sin conocer el idioma, sin entender el sistema escolar y con muchas dudas, pero también con muchos sueños. Al principio cada día fue un reto, adaptarse a una nueva cultura, entender las clases, hacer amigos y al mismo tiempo ayudar a su familia, traducir y encontrar su lugar en un mundo completamente distinto. En lugar de rendirse, ese estudiante eligió seguir adelante. Estudió, preguntó, cuando no entendía, buscó apoyo y trabajó con disciplina. Mientras muchos no veían el doble o triple esfuerzo que este estudiante hacía, este estudiante seguía firme con la mirada puesta simplemente en su meta. Quizás lo más valioso de todo es que no solo logró avanzar, sino que también dejó huella. Es un ejemplo para su hermana menor. Le mostró con acciones más que palabras que sí se puede. Con esfuerzo y perseverancia se pueden romper barreras, cruzar fronteras y construir un mejor futuro. Hoy no celebramos solo una graduación, sino que también celebramos una victoria llena de sacrificio, valentía y esperanza. Este estudiante nos demuestra que el trabajo duro sí da frutos y que cuando uno no se rinde, todo es posible. Tu historia inspira y el camino que abriste ya está marcando el de los que vienen detrás de ti. The student who won the most votes for hard work is Yacir Carlón.
Please, let's give it up one more time to all of our REACH Award winners and nominees. Seniors at Atlas have a tradition of selecting a staff member of their choosing to deliver a farewell message. This year's honor has been awarded to Mr. Martinez.
Let's go. Hello, everyone. I'm standing up here with a heart full of pride for everyone before me. I've had the privilege of teaching most of you for half of your high school years, and I'm honored you have chosen me to speak here today. When I was first given a position here, I wasn't going to be your teacher. I remember Mr. Novak calling me and asking me if I prefer to teach 10th grade math instead of 9th grade ELA. He said the 10th graders were a good group of kids, and I would definitely like them. He was right, and I'm thankful you all were the first students I ever taught. For everyone who may not know, I was one of 2 math teachers they had their sophomore year. Yes, 2 math classes, something every 10th grader hopes for. That year, I fell in love with teaching, thanks to the ups and downs we all experienced together. From Dart Wars, where we got to let out a bit of mutual frustration on each other by blasting each other with the biggest Nerf guns they would let us use, even though the game of 6 teachers versus 50 students was a little unfair and kind of painful. To Bounce World, where we got to dunk on each other, play dodgeball, try to break the record on the punch machine, do a few gentle WWE slams on each other, and I know somebody enjoy their extended nap in the do not enter section. You all had fun in class while reaching academic highs that students of the past could not beat, such as beating state, district, and national averages on standardized tests year after year. I never got tired of boasting about you all. After a full year of guiding you through math, I was thrilled to learn I'd be moving up to 11th grade the following year, allowing our connection to continue. As I had the privilege of working with you for a second consecutive year, I witnessed even greater growth, both academically and personally. Whether or not we were preparing for an AP exam, stressing or showing off our brain projects, competing in our stock market game, hiking in mountains, or debating about various diss tracks, I was happy to share all of those moments with you all. Finally, this last year, despite not teaching you all in the classroom, I was grateful to join you all on your senior summit field trip to the hot springs and to spend the night at the cabin. We played games, ate good food, ran out of water bottles, enjoyed the mountains, and learned that drinking a Monster at 7 p.m. is never a good idea. I have remained proud to have taught you all for half your high school career. When your teachers speak highly of you this year, I smile, I feel happiness, and recall the laughs that we had while thinking about how the you of 2 years ago would also be proud of how much you guys have grown. You all are truly special. Speaking for everyone who has impacted your journey to this point, from all the principals to bus drivers and definitely your teachers, you all deserve to walk across this stage, grab your diploma, and enter the world. However, even as you enter early adulthood, never be too proud to accept the help of those who love you. If you feel lost, know that you have time to figure things out and that you don't need to figure it out on your own. We have all been there for you up to this point, and even if you are not in high school anymore, it's always okay to ask questions. I know you will make your family, friends, and everyone here at Atlas proud of your actions when you walk out these doors. Whether you're attending college, going to trade school, serving in our country's military, or entering the workforce, continue to work on yourselves and always pursue the best version of yourself. Class of 2025, the world needs your humor, your intelligence, and your dedication. Go out, make your voices heard, and create your desired future, and never forget to thank those who helped you along the way. Congratulations, I'm so proud of you all.
Similarly, seniors get to select a student of their own to address them today at graduation. The most voted student to deliver a few remarks for us today is Hetler Bandicourt.
Wow, there's a lot of you guys. All right. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, respected faculty, staff, proud families, friends, and of course, my fellow classmates. My name is Helder Betancourt, and it's such an honor to be able to speak to you all today and give a reflection of the past 4 amazing years. I'm extremely grateful to be a part of Atlas High School's class of 2025. But on behalf of all the students, I wanted to give gratitude to all the amazing teachers and staff who were able to make this exciting day possible. To all the custodians and lunch ladies for keeping the school clean and our stomachs fed. To our parents and guardians for supporting us in more ways than it's possible to count. And now to the class of 2025. We stand here today at the summit of years of hard work. It feels like just yesterday we were running around nervously, finding our way to our classes and lockers. Remember back to our first days here, we were in a mix of excitement and nerves, unsure of what to expect. But now look at us. We've navigated late night study sessions, challenging exams, and countless group projects. We've made lifelong friends, discovered passions, and grown in ways we've never imagined. And now here we are today, ready to embark on adventures. As we step forward, let's carry with us the lessons we've learned, the friendships we've built, and the memories we've made. Remember that the first step to success is to believe in yourself. We have to prove to ourselves that our dreams are possible. We have to remind ourselves that this journey doesn't come without a cost. The world outside of these walls is vast and full of opportunities, challenges, and possibilities. Embrace them with open hearts and determined minds. Remember the value of perseverance, integrity, and compassion that we have all learned at our time here. Congratulations, class of 2025. Let's go out there and make our mark on this world. Let's create, innovate, and inspire. The future is ours to shape, and I have no doubt that we will do great things in our lives. Thank you once again to everyone who was able to make this once-in-a-lifetime experience happen.
Up next, we'd like to yield the microphone to a student with the highest grade point average. Perhaps one of the most accomplished students in the history of our program. I'd like to introduce to you our valedictorian, Alan Ventura.
Okay, hello guys. As you guys know, my name is Alan Ventura Duran, and I'm happy to be here in front of you guys to give you the speech that you guys will hopefully like. So, as you guys know, this may be one of the last times that the Atlas class of 2025 will be seated together in one room. There are people all around us whom we'll miss, some more than others, but I invite you all to look around, exchange glances, and acknowledge how far you guys have gone to be here in this space today. We've learned a lot, not just academically, but about ourselves and one another. One final thing I'd like to share about me is one of my favorite and most impactful quotes from one of my favorite singers, Sabrina Carpenter. So, have you ever tried this one? Hopefully, I don't regret using this quote in my speech in the near future, but I mention it for a reason, not the one it was intended for though. Truthfully, we've done lots of things no other students have tried before. Just like when we walked into high school at the end of a pandemic, unsure of how the next 4 years will unfold. Our long 7th grade spring break ended, and without knowing what will come next, we entered a building that would foster lots of memories. As we get closer to the end of the ceremony and officially graduating high school, we could try one final thing before no longer being high school students, turning our tassels. So, before I get to the more interesting part of my speech, I want to take a moment to thank all the people who helped me get here today. Of course, you guys can zone me out as I read this, but make sure to be back by the end of it. And it's going to be indirecto muy directo, so I may not say your name, but you'll know exactly who you are. So thank you for helping me write all of my letters of recommendation, both for college and for scholarships. Thank you for making my morning bus trips to the school more enjoyable. Thank you for sending me across the country to get my phone confiscated for 5 months and to become a delivery boy. Jokes aside, that was a very fun experience. Thank you for contributing to my manga collection. That goes for a lot of you. Thank you for being the subject of my personal essay after leaving me out of a single photo, but then also calling every night, that way we could finish our homework and late college essays. Thank you for teaching me that having more than one voice in my head is okay. Thank you for helping me drag people in baddies and playing Roblox during the morning and lunch. For pushing me to run the extra lap or two, or maybe the 5K, even though I just wanted to walk. For proofreading my essays, especially when I was indecisive on how I wanted to phrase things. For being with me along every part of the way, every phase, starting with My Little Pony. Y para enseñarme cómo mejorar mi español y darme lecciones de la vida. Entonces, este último agradecimiento va directo a mi familia. Gracias por venir a acompañarme hoy y apoyarme con todo lo que ha hecho en mi vida. Desde que nací, ustedes estaban al lado de mi mamá, ayudándole a crear sus hijos. Aunque me caí muchas veces en la cabeza, y por eso a lo mejor salí tan fregón, en un contexto bueno, ustedes tuvieron una gran parte de mi desarrollo. Gracias a mis tíos y tías por llevarme a la escuela cuando era chiquito. Gracias para mi abuela, por cuidarnos a todos, a mis primos, cuando mis padres estaban trabajando. Y gracias mamá y papá por soportar mis enojos, mis errores y por darme todo lo que tengo en la vida. Ok, nada en este mundo es perfecto, pero me dieron todo para que pudiera ser feliz y cumplir todas mis metas hasta este punto. Los quiero mucho a todos y espero que me acompañen, no me acompañen, pero que me sigan apoyando cuando vaya a Massachusetts. So now that the thank yous out of the way, I want to transition to the other part of my speech. This part is going to be in Spanish, so props to being bilingual. Y si cometo cualquier error, por favor ignóralo porque el español solo es mi primer idioma, entonces no se preocupen tanto. Ok, estamos viviendo en un tiempo donde hay mucho miedo y tensión, especialmente tras la elección en nuestro gobierno de una persona que creo que todos conocemos. Lo digo sin ofender la punto de vista política de nadie. La postura de esta persona sobre los inmigrantes es muy clara. Cada hispano, cada mexicano, cada persona que viene a este país es visto de una manera inferior, como un ciudadano de segunda clase, algo irónico en un país que se orgullece en dar nuevas oportunidades a todos los que vengan aquí. Mis padres, al igual que muchos de ustedes, llegaron a este país prometida para dar algo lo que no tuvieron como niños. Trabajaron sol a sol, día tras día, sin descansar, para asegurar una vida cómoda para sus hijos. Yo crecí gracias a este esfuerzo, con el sudor y lágrimas de estos inmigrantes y valoro toda la vida que tengo hoy. Sin embargo, esta vida que hemos construido es vista de manera negativa por ciertas personas. Según ellos, mis padres, así como muchos otros inmigrantes, son un peligro porque vinieron de un país lleno de violencia. De igual manera, piensan que sus hijos son un problema por sus raíces hispanas y en relación con estos inmigrantes ilegales que llegaron a este país, que según ellos, no son para ellos. Pero no ven que este país es una nación que ellos ayudaron a construir con tanto esfuerzo y ahora las están dando la espalda muy injustamente. Se refieren a ellos de una manera ofensiva al describirlos. Dicen, esta gente nos está robando nuestros empleos, nuestras oportunidades, nuestro país. Pero, ¿qué exactamente estamos robando? Trabajos agrícolas donde las personas deben estar bajo del sol sofocante recogiendo fresas, puestos de limpieza donde trabajan con productos químicos, con un horario extremo, turnos largos y horas extra para ganar lo suficiente para traer comida a la casa, para pagar la hipoteca o para comprarle los zapatos a su hijo que siempre ha querido. Cada hora que un inmigrante dedica a trabajar es para una vida mejor, llena de lujos en comparación con su infancia. Y aún así, los cimientos que pusieron en este país son robados. Algunos critican con tanta facilidad los resultados porque ellos no vieron el proceso. Juzgan y menosprecian a los inmigrantes por su origen o su apariencia. Minimizan sus logros. Dicen que nada grandioso sale de México. Sin embargo, como nuestra comida depende de nuestro trabajo y disfrutan de lo que la gente ha dado continuamente a un país que los hace sentir inferior. A donde quiera que vayamos, siempre habrá alguien para criticarnos, por querer más o por querer menos. Comparto esta verdad no para que se sienten derrotados, sino para inspirarlos a seguir adelante. Les invito a que usen esto como motivación. Demuestra a quienes dudan de su capacidad. Crecen como personas, no se trata de abandonar sus raíces, sino llevarlos contigo y ponerlos donde quieran que vayan. Como hispanos, no dejamos que el mundo nos haga sentir más pequeños. Aquí en esta escuela somos la mayoría, pero en el mundo real es completamente diferente. Quiero que todos reconocemos las dificultades que nosotros enfrentamos, nuestras familias soportaron, y usemos esta fuerza para construir un mejor futuro. Siéntense orgullosos de ser hispanos y llévense esto para forjar un mundo que ustedes y sus seres queridos han soñado y que queremos vivir en. Walk proudly onto the stage, thinking of everything you've done so far and everything you will continue to do at the end of high school. Thank you, and that's the end of my speech.
Now I'd like to introduce to you Carlos Jimenez, Atlas Board Chair.
Good morning, buenos dias. I have a couple of different roles to do this morning, but first of all, many of you may not know even what a board is, and some of you may, but in a lot of ways we are the representatives of the community that are here to support Atlas and make sure Atlas is thriving and doing well, and we're just so proud of all of you graduates. Graduating from Atlas is such an incredible feat, and it means something in the community beyond Atlas, beyond what you're about to do. The other piece that I wanted to say, because it hasn't been done yet, is that Atlas is not possible without the incredible faculty and staff and all the people who make up the Atlas community, who come to work every day and work really hard. And I'd like to just take a moment, if you would join me, to just acknowledge them and give them a round of applause real quick as well. The graduates before me have worked hard for many years towards this diploma, and it is the recommendation of the Chief Executive, Chief of Schools, High School Principal, myself, and the Board of Directors that these graduates have earned not only the right to walk at today's ceremony, but to receive their high school diploma, signifying a completion of their experience. Therefore, I would like to invite the high school team to the stage to begin the process of presenting the diplomas.
Let's get the party started. Ok, a lo que venimos, que empiece la fiesta. Ryan Alvarado. Daniel Arciniega. Jocelyn Aileen Barrera Valdovinos. Giovanni Bermúdez González. América Bernal Rentería. Elder Jared Betancourt Yáñez. Josiah Savant Bruton. Gerardo Argenis Bustamante Pérez Jr. Brandon Cabrera. Brian Cabrera. Brandy Ailey Cacho. Yacir Carlón. Jacqueline Carrera Campos. Azar Carter. Jenny Castellón Arciniega. Alicia Castellón Urrutia. Mariana Castillo Reyes. Randy Curtis Chacón Jr. Carlos Omar Chaparro. Andrea Chávez Chacón. Brian Cruz Hernández. Abraham de la O. Dakora Delgado. Rashad Abdul Latif Dent. Irvin Uriel Díaz. Jade Cristal Díaz. Robert Louis Dixon Jr. Shaindel Duran Duran. José Durán Reyes. Alonso Manuel Durán Terán. Oscar Giovanni Pérez Erazo. Jaylene Marie Estrada. Luciano Jair Félix Romero. Montserrat Abigail Galván González. Aaron Heisler García Ocampo. Ariana García Vargas. Ethan Lydell Golder. Kevin Javier González Alejandre. Cristian González Pelayo. Isaiah González. Jennifer González. Yemileni Gorrostieta Ventura. Anna Hansen. Peyton Haywood. Saúl Hernández Loya, Jr. Yaretsi Citlali Herrera. Angel Ricardo Hilario Monte. Devonte Gabriel Johnson. Jeremy Johnson. Marion Romeo Lee. Jacqueline López Pérez. Yoled Emily Machado Padilla. Elizabeth Manso. Rosalind Ariana Marcial. Darian Marion McGraw. Kiara Harumi Martínez García. Christian Melchor Juárez. Jennifer Rodríguez Mendoza. Tusuecha Mendoza. Mireya Rubí Montaño Corral. David Morales Coronado. Cecilia Morales. Roberto Morán de Lira. Daisy Jazmín Morán. Brandon Karim Muñoz Montoya. Sherlyn Muñoz Ortiz. Areli Ontiveros Barraza. Alicia Marie Orduna. Belén Aminta Orozco Trillo. Adán Padilla Sánchez. Isaac Arnulfo Padilla. Josh Pelayo Cortés. Vivian Rubí Peña Chávez. Osvaldo Peña Cuevas. Andrea Peña. Ismaili Pérez Cárdenas. Olivia Caitlin Peters. Angelique Estrella Pino López. Jocelyn Pitones Padilla. Elder Josué Portillo Solano. Maximiliano Powell. Kaylee Reyes Morales. Kenneth Kate Raisin. Carlos Yael Rivera Márquez. Jocelyn Rivera. Ana María Rodríguez. Jacqueline Paola Rodríguez. Marcos Rodríguez Olmedo. Adrián Emanuel Rojas Reyes. Hadia Sadat. Josiah Sánchez. Fernanda Sandoval Aragón. Vanessa Galilea Santiago Palomeque. Eric Santillán Lara. Jamie Sheik. Damaris Segovia. Alfredo Silva Jacinto. Josué Solano. Yonari Spíndola Ortiz. Julissa Springfield. Cristian Jesús Suárez Ábalos. Alan Suárez Veza. Ángel Torres Aguilar. David Jericó Torres Álvarez. Miguel Ángel Torres Jr. Nayeli Toscano Hernández. Ashley Tovar Cabral. Vashti Berenice Valle. Maday Saraí Valtierra León. Jocelyn Valtierra. Alan Ventura Durán. Alan Benzor. Raúl Sebastián Vigil. Ricardo Yáñez. Emanuel Yáñez Hernández. Óscar Zamora Martínez. Fermín Zúñiga. Please give it up for class of 2025 Atlas Prep High School.
As a member of the Board of Directors and the power vested in me by the Institution of Atlas Schools, I hereby recognize and bestow upon the graduates before me the degree of high school diploma and all the rights and privileges that come with it. Congratulations.
And to finalize this ceremony, I'd like to call Mrs. Stokes one last time for the moving of the tassel.
Seniors, we will now begin with the tassel turn ceremony. To start, I ask that you all rise from your seats. Your tassel throughout the ceremony today has been located on the right side of your cap. This symbolized your time as a student, the journey of your growth, academic learning, and progress. In a moment, but not quite yet, we will move the tassel to the left side to confirm your newfound graduate status. This simple yet symbolic act will conclude your journey as an Atlas graduate. You may now turn your tassel. One last time, everyone please join me in congratulating the class of 2025 as they toss their caps to conclude the ceremony. Thank you, everyone.